What's going on, everyone? I just got to London. I just flew in 10.5 hours on British Airways, landed at London Heathrow. Heathrow was an absolute mess. It was crazy. But anyway, here I am in London. I'm going to be here for a few days for a sponsor called Jewel Bits. And I'm going to give you a little blog and show you around my time while I'm here in London. So I just checked into the Landmark Hotel. As you can see, this place, very, very cozy, very traditional. Got a nice little courtyard out here as well. You can see people like kind of dining in the foyer and whatnot. So yeah, this is the Landmark Hotel. This will be my home for the next few days. Just flew in at, well, what time is it now? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, afternoon, pardon me, jet lag. Got the Heathrow Express from Heathrow to central London. Only takes 15 minutes, so rather than sitting in rush hour traffic and it taking an hour, got the Heathrow Express. That took 15 minutes. That gets you into Paddington Station, and it was about a 0.8 mile walk to my hotel. I had my big old suitcase, there it is, and I thought, you know what, I'll walk it, I'll get some steps in, I'll get a little bit of fresh air. So anyway, I've checked in the hotel. As you can see, this place is nice, very, very comfy and cozy, like a kind of a very traditional style. Let's have a look at the bathroom, see what we're working with in here. Yeah, very nice. There's me in my gym gear because just got in. There it is, there's the throne. First thing I like to do is when I land is get a good workout in. Helps you deal with the jet lag, sweat out all the excess water and shit that you've had. I haven't eaten a thing all day. I don't like to wake up on a plane and instantly eat, you know, because you have dinner, you have a little bit of wine on the plane.
Are you intoxicated?
And then you go to sleep. I don't want to wake up and stuff a lot of crappy food because you know the food on the airlines is going to be absolute dog shit. Anyway, as I say, I'm here for a sponsor called Jewel Bits, and now I'm going to go down to the gym and do my bit before I get out there, before it gets dark. I'm going to go for a little walk around. Anyway, let's get to the gym. So as you can see, there's really not much here in this gym, a really small confined place. But if you get creative, you can find something to do. That is, of course, if the machinery or the equipment isn't broken. So that's a little bit shoddy there. But as you can see, they've got the free weights. So if you know what you're doing with the set of free weights, then you can have a pretty good workout. I did 4 different chest exercises, 3 sets of 12. As you can see, they've got a pool out there as well. So 3 sets of 12 on the chest. In fact, it was 4 different exercises. And then did a few legs, a few squats, a few lunges as well. Just going for a little, hello mate, how we doing? Just going for a little walk. Just keep myself active because of the jet lag. If I sit in the hotel, I'll just pass out and fall asleep, and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. And I got a big day tomorrow, so I'm just going to go for a wander. Walking down Oxford Street right now, heading down to like Soho and places like that. I'll find a nice restaurant, get something to eat, maybe have a cheeky little pint as well. A good old-fashioned pint in a good old English pub. I wonder how much that's going to cost me. So anyway, I'm staying at the Landmark Hotel. Nice place, as you saw. That costs about, I think the whole stay for 3 nights was about £1,800. So 600 quid, but it is lovely. The staff is great. Looks like it's got an amazing restaurant. I'm going to check that out. A couple of restaurants, actually. So I'll check those out later and I'll let you know how they go. But as I say, right now, I'm walking down Oxford Street, headed to Soho. See what we get into. You know, I got off the train. I got on the Heathrow Express from Heathrow Airport to Paddington Station. 15 minutes. If you ever come to London, don't get a taxi or an Uber or a private car, because that takes about an hour, certainly if you hit rush hour traffic. 15 minutes directly into London. When I walked out the station, the first thing I saw was someone, he was a UFC fan, but then he's like running a campaign to stop the knife crime, which is really sad because that is kind of an epidemic. It's all I hear about online. I see a lot of videos on Twitter about the knife crime and stuff like that. I personally, living in America for a long time, never experienced any of that stuff, but my brother has. My brother actually got stabbed. When I fought at UFC 110, O2 Arena, I was fighting Yoshihiro Akiyama. We had a little after party. My brother had a little bit too much to drink and he had to leave early. I went off with my mates, had a few drinks, went to bed. My phone died. I wake up in the morning, I charge my phone, and I've got the most harrowing voicemail from my brother. I've been stabbed. So he came outside the O2 Arena. There were some young kids there. They started talking shit to him, and my little brother, you know, he's not a pussy. So he was like, back, and it all kind of escalated. They pulled a knife out and stabbed him. So what's up, buddy? How you doing? So he puts his hand out. The knife goes right through his hand, severed a bunch of his tendons. So he had to have a few operations. So yeah, that is really, really sad. And that's what London is becoming known for, because I love this city. This city is incredible. The history, the architecture, the people are fucking hilarious. The sense of humour. And yeah. Anyway, right, waffled on for long enough there. Let's see where we end up, because I'll tell you, my step count today is going to be through the absolute goddamn roof. All right, bollocks to this. I'm tapping out. Going for a pint. Just got off a plane. It's been a long day. Gonna pop into the St James's Tavern and get myself a nice little pint. As long as it's not too busy, of course. Let's see.
A few moments later.
Yeah, bollocks to that. It's packed. So I found myself a nice little quiet boozer. Got myself a pint here. This is Alpine Lager, £8.50 a pint. So an absolute goddamn bloody rip off. But I am in central London, and it is a nice, traditional, cosy English pub, which I do miss. We don't get these in America. Certainly don't get these in Orange County. Anyway, cheers. Let's go. All right, so we're here, and we just bumped into a couple of fans here. What's your name? Ash.
And Kev. My nephew Kev.
They've got a bit shy now in front of the camera.
Yeah, no,
they were very happy to see me.
we were lucky enough to meet the legend.
Yeah, how many days you had?
Only two.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Only two.
Later, boys. Take it easy. Bye-bye. So I've just been accosted. We're doing some little podcast here for the Mood Booster. What's going on here, boys?
We are interviewing Michael. We have recently had an episode on female athletes in male spaces, and we're asking Michael here about your experience with it as well. He's been fantastic so far.
I've just got off the plane, and they're telling me that 68% of women experience some form of sexual harassment,
whereas only 5% actually.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I find that shocking and hard to believe. 68% is wild. It's insane. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on, boys?
Good.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get the fucking picture done. Come on. So I was just stopped in the street there to do a little interview, and the guy was very polite, and they seemed like really nice people. They went, "We're just shooting some content. Would you mind jumping in for a second?" So yeah, sure, of course, no problem. And then the young girl was asking me about all kinds of stats about, what percentage of college coaches specify their workouts with women in mind. My response was, and I wasn't trying to be flippant, and I wasn't certainly trying to be misogynistic, far from it, but I'm like, look, listen, there's not much difference between a male and a female. Obviously, there's some very obvious differences, but in terms of what gets you ready for whatever sport it is, kind of gets me ready for the same sport. I mean, yes, you could cater it ever so slightly, but it seemed there was a lot of kind of victim mindset, so she probably didn't appreciate what I had to say. I said, look, listen, there's never been a better time to be a woman. You want to try growing up in Afghanistan, for crying out loud. I told her all about the explosion of the female side of things in mixed martial arts in the UFC. Obviously, Ronda Rousey came in, became the champion, and then there's so many great fighters that are females, and they get the same opportunities as the men. So I don't think I gave her what she was looking for. Then she was telling me that 68% of women that compete in like triathlons or running or marathons or running events, 68% of women have reported some form of abuse, whether that be catcalling, sexual abuse, or physical harm. I was like, really? 68%? That sounds alarmingly high. If that is true, then obviously, what do I say? Of course, it's absolutely, utterly disgusting, and that's a crazy state of affairs. But yeah, I hope I didn't come across as misogynistic, because that wasn't my ambition. It's just like, come on, really? Are we still doing this? Are we still trying to make out that women in sports are getting a hard time? Because I don't know if I'm wrong on this, but it certainly doesn't feel like it to me. But I'm not a woman, clearly. Anyway, I'm off for a steak. So I just stopped by Gaucho Grill, got myself a nice ribeye, got some mushrooms, got a little broccolini, peppercorn sauce, and a nice glass of wine to wash it down with. Let's go. So obviously, it's been a long day. Flew in from bloody Los Angeles. And I've done about 22,000 steps, which is about 11 miles, if I'm not mistaken. 2,000 steps, a mile-ish, roughly. Anyway, I've been walking a lot, let's just put it like that. So I had that steak, and I was just about to go to bed. Then a very good old friend of mine, Joe Long, just messaged me. And it turns out he's round the corner. He's round the corner with another friend of mine, DJ Colin Francis, and British heavyweight boxer Derek Chisora. So I'm going to swing round there and say hello quickly before I turn it in for the night, because I've got a big day tomorrow. Got a full day production with this sponsor that I'm here for, Jewel Bits. So thanks to those guys for flying me out. If you're into cryptocurrency and you like to make bets, then Jewel Bits is the place to be. Anyway, where the bloody hell am I going? I'll find him in a second. Right, just woke up, went to bed about 10:30 p.m. Obviously, 8-hour time difference from LA. Went to bed at 10:30, was asleep by about 11, and then wide awake at 1:30 a.m. So much awake that I actually put TV on. But then fortunately, about 30 minutes later, fell back asleep. Woke up again a few more times throughout the night. Not the best night's sleep, but still. Managed to sleep in till my alarm went off. That was about 7:15. Ordered some coffee. The room service here at the Landmark Hotel, my God, it was here in about 3 minutes, which is great. You order coffee in Vegas, it can take about an hour to get to your room, which is so annoying. Anyway, I had a little bit of coffee, 3 cups, got my workout stuff on, now headed down to the gym. Got a big day today, so I'm going to squeeze in a quick workout, mainly for this, because it clears my head and I feel great mentally, but also I don't want to look like a puffy bastard on camera. So I'm here doing this production day for Jewel Bits. Here they are here. They've only gone and dropped the camera. They've dropped the camera, the lens is broken, but they've got another camera, they're coming. So in the meantime, I'm signing some copies of Quitters Never Win. You may remember this is a Sunday Times bestseller. There he is, they're all filming me. I've been cooking some eggs, I've been placing some bets, I'm going to be playing a little bit of roulette, I'm going to be hitting the bag, having a little bit of a workout. What else are we doing? What else are we doing?
Blackjack. We're going to play blackjack.
We're going to play blackjack.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
We just wait for the camera, because some clumsy bastard dropped it on the floor. They've only got me for 6 hours. Come on, boys. Let's go. All right, so that's the production day done for Jewel Bits Crypto Casino. Good day, to be fair. Started at 10 o'clock. We finished at 5 p.m. So a 7-hour day. Lots of talking. Lots of messing around, lots of banter and stuff like that, but a really, really good, productive day. Anyway, now we're driving back through central London. Got an hour drive back because it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the traffic, well, it's rush hour and it's bloody London, so it's going to take an hour, which is a great way to spend some of my free time. And then as soon as I get back to the hotel, I've got to do a UFC 320 preview show for TNT Sports, so it's all go. But then when I finish with that, I'm going to go find a nice restaurant, have a bite to eat, probably get a steak, and maybe get myself a nice little pint. Tomorrow, I'm getting up at the crack of dawn, and I'm going to jump on a train. I'm going to go up north, and I'm going to go and see my mum. Obviously, my parents, they ain't getting any younger. My mum had polio when she was a kid, so she always had a limp. But now her bad leg, she can't walk on it at all, so my mum's on crutches all the time. And then now her good leg is really starting to give her problems as well. So she's housebound, she can't walk, she's on crutches, she's in pain as well. And obviously living on the other side of the world, it's a shame, you know what I mean? I feel bad because I don't get to see her as much as possible. I look after her as much as I can. I send some home help, some carers round to her house 3 times a week. I've tried to up it to every day of the week, but she won't have it. She's like, I don't need them in my house. She's trying to be independent and all the rest of it, bless her. She's tough as old boots. But tomorrow I'm going to jump on the train, I'm going to go up north, I'm going to go and surprise her. She doesn't know I'm coming, which still gives me the out, you know what I mean, just in case I decide that I'm too tired or whatever. But yeah, tomorrow that's what I'm going to do, jump on the train and go and surprise my mum. Probably give her a bloody heart attack, so keep an eye out for that one. Anyway, We're stuck in traffic. We're not moving at all. But we are in a very nice car. And Gregor, the driver from Poland. Let's go, Gregor. As you can see, this hotel is very classy. Get to the room. So I just finished the TNT sports show. I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna go for dinner now. I'm gonna find something to eat. What's the game plan? Let's have a quick beer. That's the hotel I'm staying at there, the Landmark Hotel. It's absolutely gorgeous, very, very classy. It's probably a bit dark now and you can't see me. Very classy, very sophisticated. The clientele, nice people. You could say a little bit on the posh side, which it really isn't my vibe. So I'm gonna go for a wander out for dinner again by myself. Now I did get invited to some DJ award ceremony tonight, which would have been fun with my mate Joe and DJ Colin Francis that I mentioned last night. Colin Francis is up for an award, Best DJ of the Year. But that is taking place, the award show, over at Canary Wharf. And I just came from Canary Wharf. Took me an hour to get there this morning. Took me an hour to get back tonight. So after doing like a full production day and then doing a TNT 320 preview show, I cannot be arsed sitting in a cab again and going all the way back over there and then all the way back again at the end of the night. And let's be honest, I'll probably end up having a bit too much to drink. And
Michael Bisping.
What's up, buddy?
You?
How you doing, mate?
Man. I'm fucking fan of you.
Oh, my man, my man.
How are you? You're right.
Just doing a little bit of content.
Michael Bisping is the best. Number one in UFC.
Where are you from?
Egypt.
Egypt. There we
Egypt.
go.
My
Egypt.
God, my
Nice,
God.
nice. My
You're
man.
right.
I'm good,
I
brother.
take a picture with you.
Let's
quickly.
do it. Let's do it. What are you doing on your bike?
I'm sorry. Just finished
Commuting
work.
from work.
Just finished work.
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I work for HCS, private healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let me do that. It's gonna be the
let's get
best
the
picture of the
done.
year.
There you go, buddy. There it is, handsome devil.
Thank you so
My
much.
man, nice to
Nice
meet
to
you,
meet
brother.
you. You are the
Nice.
best.
Well,
are
thank
the
you,
best.
sir. Very kind. Nice guy from Egypt. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a walk again. Might go to the same place I had to stay last night because that was phenomenal. Anyway, the streets of London at night. I'm okay. Not scared or intimidated by these young'uns. Anyway, I need to hail a black cab or a double-decker bus. I need to hail a cab, a taxi, and I need to get some food. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I went to that thing, that DJ party, I probably would have ended up having too much to drink and then not go see my mum tomorrow as well. So, you know, jet lag and all the rest of it, I'd end up lying in. So anyway, that's it. Let's find a restaurant. So I just had the same exact dinner as what I had last night, but it was absolutely delicious. So what are you gonna do? So I'm going for a walk here. Just feel the energy and the vibe of London late at night. Gonna go up north, as I said, tomorrow and see my mum. So just going for a wander, walk my dinner off, find a nice little pub, get a cheeky little pint. So literally, this couple here, that couple there, as I was walking along, two kids, well, look like kids, with balaclavas on motorised bikes, drove past and tried to steal the phone out of her hand. So I screamed, "Oi!" I went to grab, but she managed to keep hold of the phone. Fucking mental, mate. Fucking mental. Little bastards. Yeah. Anyway, you hear about that shit all the time, but and she's really shaken up. She shouldn't be. The boyfriend's like grabbing hold of her and like giving her a hug and stuff. She's all right. But the little fuckers, man, as they were approaching on the bikes with the balaclavas on, I thought, hold on a minute, these two look kind of dodgy. And what did they do? They tried to rob the fucking phone. Little bastards. Little bastards, man. Anyway, I'm still trying to find a pint. I walked into a place before. It was a gay bar, so I had to turn around and do a 180. Doorman was like, "Yeah, it's not really for you, this place." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I appreciate it." Anyway, so, yeah. Fucking try and rob my phone. Give it a go, bro. Give it a go. Anyway, rather eventful so far. This looks like a good spot. Oh no, that's far too busy, man. That is far too busy. I'm doing a U-turn. Bollocks to that. almost the end of the night, but just having a cheeky little cigar. Not really a big cigar smoker, but in fact I'm not a cigar smoker in the slightest. But I was sitting at the bar and they were like, do you want a cigar? And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do a cigar. And then the guy's like, okay, what kind of cigar you want? And I'm like, well, I have no idea. I don't know anything about cigars. So he says, okay, come outside with me. And we go outside. And then he's like, how would you like it cut? Would you like it inward? Would you like it regular flat? He brings out a whole thing. And so anyway, I'm sitting there smoking a cigar. You know what? It's quite nice. It's very relaxing. But this is the end of the night. I'm gonna go to bed, and tomorrow I'm gonna get up early because I'm jumping on a train and I'm going back up north, as they say, in my part of town. Going up bloody north. Do you know what I mean? See my mum. Right, 6:30 a.m. I just set my alarm for 6 a.m. I didn't get to bed till quite late, but I feel pretty good. Anyway, rushing off to Euston Station. Gonna get the train up to Preston. It's a nice little train ride actually. Get myself a little first class ticket. I was gonna book a ticket online, but every time I went to the website, the prices were different. Last night it was $651 for a train ticket. So I was like, you know what? Maybe the websites are making money. So I just book it at the station. Anyway, I haven't got a taxi booked, so hopefully there's one waiting for me here outside. Thank you, sir. Taxis? Oh, here we go. Perfecto. Oh, let's go. Oh, there's flipping loads. Hold on. Don't get run over by a double-decker bus. Across the street. And here we go into the black cab. We're only about a mile away from Euston. Euston Station, please, mate. Cheers, pal. Nice one. Yeah, as you can see, doesn't exactly look the best. So I might just eat a bit of the bacon, a bit of the bread, and probably just a banana. Therefore the coffee, because I haven't had one yet. I normally start my day with 2 coffees, but anyway, first class. See you in Preston. All right, so like an absolute knobhead, I got on the wrong train. My train was the 7:30 to Glasgow, which went to Preston. I got on the 7:16 to Glasgow, which also goes to Preston, but it goes via the Midlands and a bunch of more stops. So now instead of it being a 2-hour train ride, it's now a 3.5-hour train ride, which doesn't sound like a big deal, unless you're going up north, there and back in one day to see your mum when you haven't seen her in years. Also got to see my old man as well. Got to see my dad. I haven't seen my dad for a bit. I saw my dad in March at UFC London, so it's not been as long for him. But it'd be good to see them both. But I'm sitting on the bloody train now for 3.5 hours, so I'll do some research for the Contender series and maybe have a little nap. Right, this is somewhere I've not been in a very, very long time. Preston bloody train station. Holy shit. This is actually bringing a smile to my face. I used to come on this train, or to this train station, all the time when I used to, when I was a DJ, and I used to collect records. Oh, is this the way out? I should know this. I don't think it is. I think I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. Yeah, no, it is. Hold on. Right, so my mate Daz is picking me up. You might have seen Daz in the corner of many of my UFC fights. He lives in Manchester. He's come down to pick me up from the station and then drive me into Clitheroe. Let's have a look what he's driving, because he's always got some fancy car. Yeah, so as I said, Daz always does a fancy car. That is his car over there, because I should know the license plate. It says Daz's toy. Anyway, look at this weather. Absolutely amazing. It's not normally like this up north, I'll tell you that. Anyway, TK Maxx. We used to go shopping there all the time with Rebecca when we were young and we were skint. Where is the man himself? Where is Dazzolino? There he is! Dazzolino! Come on! How are we doing, Daz? I'm doing a little blog. of my time here in London. Here he is, corner man Daz, bank robber Daz. I was looking for like a little A little Porsche or something, Daz?
Yeah, no.
What were you in this time? What we're driving? What is this? What is it? Oh, just a McLaren 720S. Jesus Christ. Look at this thing. Oh shit, dropped my phone. Look at that. Fucking hell, Daz. Low profile. Back to Clitheroe. So as I say, we're in the car with Bank Robber Daz. Daz has been in my corner for many, many fights. Yoshihiro Akiyama, Kung Lee, where else, Daz?
Jorge Rivera.
Jorge Rivera, that was a good one.
Henderson.
Daz you flew all the way out to Australia for that one, didn't you, Daz? Tell him what happened.
I got bounced at the airport.
He flew all the way out from England to Australia, gets to the airport, and they wouldn't let him in the country.
No, sent me back to London and then told me I could go back.
That's why we call him Bank Robber Daz. Look at this. Preston town centre. Holy shit, I have not been here in years, Daz.
You're missing fuck all.
Well, I'm not missing much here in Preston, but I can't wait to get back to Clitheroe, to be honest, see my mum and dad. But you are an absolute legend for picking me up, Daz.
Anytime, brother, you know that.
What a guy, what a guy. Now, Daz, slow down, you. This is the problem. When Daz gets in a McLaren, he drives like a goddamn maniac. Daz, I'm in my pants. Oh my God. Bank Robber Daz. Kill me on the freeway, Daz. Motorway, highway, A road. Oh dear. Oh my God. Here we go. Oh, don't do it. Ah! Jesus. Oh! Easy now, Tiger. Left here, Daz. Right, so we just now pulled off the M65, driving through a little town called Reed and Simonstone. In a minute, we're going to be going past an old place. Which you left here, Dazolino. Yeah, there it is. That used to be Time Computers. I worked on the assembly line. Can you guess what happened, Daz?
Probably hit somebody with a fucking...
I got fired for getting in a fight on the shop floor, right? I went out to lunch, I came back and I had to sign in, and I asked someone if I could borrow a pen, and he told me to F off. And I'm like, you what, F off? You F off. It turned out this big Asian lad, he'd just got out of prison, he was juiced up to the max. And I thought, he's not going to do anything, we're in the middle of work, so I was like, fuck you. Bang! He just cracks me in the face. I swear to God, look how beautiful this is. He just cracks me in the face. My nose explodes everywhere. So there, it's on. So we're having a massive scrap on the shop floor, and I got my mate Robbie a job, and it was his first day, and he was having his induction. He was getting shown round, and they walk onto the shop floor, and there's a big massive brawl happening, and he looks over and it's me. Anyway, I didn't start the fight, but I didn't get fired. So there's my little story about working at Time Computers. Currently driving through the village of Whalley. Daz is taking me on the scenic route. This is a little village just outside of Clitheroe where I used to live. Do it right here, Dazolino. There's the dog inn. This is a lovely little village for anyone that doesn't know. Anyone that's not from around the northwest. Daz doesn't even know he's from Manchester. So Daz is a real mank. He's from Salford. That's right. He doesn't come down this neck of the woods because, well, it's too classy for him, for one.
We all talk funny.
We all talk funny. There's too many sheep and cows, like. But this is a lovely little village. It really is, anyway. We're just outside of Clitheroe. All right, the king has returned to his castle. What a dickhead, I'm joking. But we are driving into Clitheroe, and the castle, oh no, I preempted it, Daz. Too soon, too soon. Oh, there it is, there it is. You can see it somewhere. There she is in the distance, Clitheroe Castle, built in the 11th century. Doesn't look like much, to be fair, these days, but it's still pretty cool. I will go for a little walk around there later, but not before I surprise my mum. She's going to absolutely shit pants. And once again, Dazolino, what a guy, picks me up, almost kills me in a McLaren, arriving in style. Going down Henthorne Road. I used to live in 6 Henthorne Close back in the day. That park there, sorry to say, I've had a few fights on there when I was a little kid. So my mum lives about 100 yards just down here, Daz. Keep going. She has absolutely no idea I'm coming. She better be in. This will be a bit of an anticlimax. Saying that she can't walk these days, so I'll be very surprised if she's not. So, if you just pull up. Oh, no, you can't stop me. You're blocking someone's back driveway. Right then. I'll come back and grab my bag. I ain't got what a minute does. Walking in the flowers like some kind of, I don't know. Right, hold on. Ooh. Here we go. Let's see if she's happy to see me. I can imagine Daz. She's like, what the fuck are you doing here? What are you doing here, you wee bastard? I don't know. Huh? She's in? Let's have a look. Hello there! It's the police. So it is. Did you see her?
Sure, yeah.
Mom! It's Michael! Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Hello there. How we doing, Mom?
Who's this?
That's Daz. That's Daz. There for you.
Oh my God, you're gorgeous.
You don't seem very surprised. Right, come on, let's go in. I look so young.
Yeah.
I don't look bloody young, Mum.
Do you?
You look young, Mum. You're looking good. Come on. Right, she's going to get ready. Then we're going to go out for some lunch. Were you surprised, Mum?
Definitely, I can't believe it.
Were you shocked?
Shocked.
You didn't seem very shocked.
I thought I was.
Right, we're going to go out for lunch.
talking to?
You get sorted. I'm doing a little blog, Mum. It's a little blog. Right, my mum did not want to come out, but I'm literally here for a few hours. You got no bloody choice, Mum. She's all dressed up. We're off out. Come on, Mum. It's good to be back in Clitheroe. Just took a drive through the town centre. I'm going to have to go for a walk up the castle at some point as well, just to reminisce. Popped in and saw my dad for a minute. I'm going to meet up with him later. We'll just have a pint.
Is he in?
He is. I'm filming though for a blog, Mum, for a blog. Look at this woman here. Come on. Kathleen Bisping in the flesh. Let's go, Mum. Let's go. Do you need a hand?
I'm all right.
Are you okay? Right.
Yeah.
We're going to have a nice bit of lunch. Right, come on. Off we pop. Mum, say to the subscribers, say to everyone watching this, subscribe and ring the bell.
Subscribe and ring the bell.
Say, leave a comment and like the video.
Leave a comment and like video.
What was I like as a kid?
Fantastic. But
Don't lie.
I don't know what happened when you grew up.
I used to drive you crazy, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ, Mum. Say something nice. Come on, let's go.
You told me.
Come on, let's go. Doing a little video, Mum. So we're in the Emporium. What are you drinking, Mum?
I've got red wine.
She's got a large glass of red wine. I opted for a pint of lager. We're having a bit of lunch. This is the Emporium. We used to come here a lot back in the day. Are you hungry, Mum?
I am peckish.
She's peckish. All right, let's go. Mum, you ordered the whole menu. We've got the chicken goujons. We got the halloumi fries. Got the roast potatoes. We got the pizza. She's never had a halloumi fry. Right, Mum? Try the halloumi fries. Hold on. Come on, we're waiting. Give us your verdict. Halloumi fries. It's cheese. It's not potato. What do you think? It's good. So you went for the, what is it? The apple
And vanilla.
apple fritter or something?
Oh, apple fritter, yeah.
Yeah, no. Went for the classic sticky toffee pudding. Come on, I've missed this.
It's lovely.
Right, so we're here in, what's it called? Holmes Mill, my old mate Blanky. There's my old man. Dad, say a few words.
How you doing?
That's not a few words.
That is a few words for me. I'm a
All
man
right.
of words.
You are a man of few words. Not usually. How you doing, Blanky? All right, bro. Cheers off. Just, well, I need to block off. Cheers, mate. Good to see you, buddy. Cheers, Dad. Boom, there we go. Right, that's about it. All right, so back to the train station again here, Preston Station. A few hours up from London this morning, a few hours with the family, and then now a few hours back down to bloody London and then get on the plane in the morning. A whirlwind trip, but absolutely worthwhile because obviously I live in America, miss my family, love my family dearly. Even though it was only a few hours with my mum and dad and my sister Shireen, absolutely worth it. So proud of my sister Shireen. You know, she's great, she's funny, she's so vibrant, she's got so much energy. She's a teacher at a university, she's got 3 children, she never stops. She's such an adoring mother. She's great, she's absolutely awesome. Hold on, what platform? Platform 4, that'll be right there. No way, hold on. Shit. Oh, come on. Are you serious? I'm only messing. Wasn't my train. All right, so we're back in London. It's been a long day, but it's been absolutely worth it. As I said before though, absolutely starving. So it's about a 1.5 mile walk back to my hotel. So I am going to walk it and hopefully stumble across a restaurant, a kebab shop, something decent. I'm starving, I don't care what it is, as long as it tastes good and it's satisfying. So yeah, it's about a 40-minute walk back to the hotel, but I tell you what, it's just down a big main road. It's down a big main road, so I don't think I'm going to bump into any restaurants or kebab shops or anything like that. And I'll tell you something else, it's a little bit chilly. Call me soft. You could say that I've gone soft living in California. I don't care. It is a little bit chilly. It's about 50 degrees, which is about 10 degrees Celsius, something like that. So a little bit of a nip in the air. But more importantly, or more worryingly, is I'm just walking down like a main street. I think for the whole time until I get to my hotel. So I might not find a restaurant, but you know, we'll see how we get on. So as I'm going along, it is becoming more and more evident that I'm not going to find a restaurant, I'm not going to find a takeaway, certainly not going to find a kebab shop or a pub. So, fingers crossed, when I get to the hotel, they are still doing room service. It's a very posh, fancy 5-star hotel, so hopefully they do 24 hours room service, 24-hour room service. I'm tired, and hopefully they've still got a bar open because a little glass of wine to flush it down would be lovely. All right, so last night I could not find a restaurant, but I did find a bar at the hotel that was open, and they did sell truffle fries. So I had some truffle fries, had a couple of drinks, went to bed. It was about 1:30 in the morning then, and I was trying to stay awake on purpose because I'm trying to combat the jet lag. I'm only in England for 3 days. I don't want to adjust to the time zone here and then have to adjust when I get back. So anyway, I set my alarm for 7 a.m. I wanted to get up nice and early. I wanted to be tired. But then my phone died in the middle of the night, even though it was plugged in. Well, it was plugged into the laptop. The problem is that there's no plugs by the side of the bed. So you can't plug in a charger and you can't plug in your laptop. But I did plug my phone into the laptop, but the laptop died, and then my phone died, and my alarm didn't go off, and I woke up. I can see sunlight coming through the curtains. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting picked up for the airport at 11. Anyway, I looked, it was 9:15. So I've got up quickly, got ready, got dressed, and I'm headed down to the gym. Get a quick workout in, freshen my mind, and get ready for the day. I'm all packed up though, ready to go. Gonna have to skip breakfast. Right, that's it, workout done. To say I didn't want to do it, that is an absolute understatement. Of course, it was a bit of a late night last night, but I'm sitting on a plane all day today, and if I don't move my body, if I don't have a workout, then it's gonna be a terrible day for me. So, went down, did 10 minutes on the treadmill just to warm up at a nice incline, nothing crazy. Then 3 sets of 12 on the clean and press, 3 sets of weighted lunges, and 3 sets of weighted step-ups. A good stretch, and then 12 minutes in the steam room, in the steam room, steam bath, in the steamer, right? Anyway, I've got about 12 minutes before my car comes, and I haven't packed yet, so let's get going. Right, so Heathrow Airport is an absolute goddamn shit show. Terminal 5, British Airways, I'm sorry to say it, you should be ashamed of yourself. Business class ticket, took about an hour waiting in line to check in. Very, very rude staff. You get through security, which again on fast track took about 35-40 minutes. Hold on, 220 gate C65. And then I go to the lounge. It's like a 30-minute wait to even get in the lounge. Guys, British Airways, you need to hire some more staff. You need to give them some training, and you need to tell them to stop being so bloody rude. Anyway, rant over. I've got to find my gate, so you guys take care. Right, gotta board the plane. Let's go. Alright, so I made it on the plane. Well, let me tell you, Heathrow Airport, Terminal 5, it was not easy. Waiting in lines constantly. The check-in process, once we got to the actual gate, C65, it said on the boards, go to gate. Then it was flashing. So I rushed there like a knobhead. And then when I get there, I was waiting there for about an hour. And I think what they were doing is, because the terminal was so busy, they were trying to funnel everyone out of the main area to just try and ease congestion a little bit, because even like the queue to get into the lounge took forever. But regardless, I'm here, I'm on the flight, I've got a glass of champagne, and I'm going home. But I tell you what, I'm exhausted. Got here 2 days ago. It's been non-stop the whole time I was here. But it's been fun. I'm glad I got to go up and see my family. I'm glad I'm going home. And in a couple of days, I'm going to Vegas. Cheers, guys. If you've watched this whole video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Subscribe and ring the bell. I'm going to start doing a lot more of these. I'm going to Rio. I'm Vegas next week, so I'll do one in Vegas. Then I'm going to Rio the week after, so I'll do one there. And then the week after, I'm going to Abu Dhabi, so I'll do one there. So, yeah, I've got no life. Anyway, you guys take care. Bye-bye.